A couple of days ago, we covered a video of a white gentleman asking black men to come out of our arrest and come out and get involved in fixing the mess that we didn't cause. Because a lot of things that Trump is doing is not making a lot of people comfortable. Definitely the white community isn't comfortable right now with Donald Trump, for sure. It don't matter what side of the political aisle you want to go on. We know Latinos, especially those who are immigrants and don't have the paper right, they're not comfortable. Other immigrants outside of Latinos as well aren't comfortable. The economy isn't where people want it to be. And this man was calling black men in particular, people like myself, to come out of our arrest and engage with this administration, get out on the street, do what we did, possibly like we did with George Floyd. Do something really radical, right? So a lot of y'all got on his bumper about that. So now he made another video clarifying what he said and what he really meant when he said that. But let's go ahead and listen to what this gentleman has to say. And as a black man, I want to respond to that.
I guess I should clarify about my request for black men yesterday. My intention was never to put boots on the ground or put black men in harm's way. I believe that what the black community lacks in political power, they make up for with influence, right? So if more black men would have been fussing about this or shaming white guys into being complicit in this, then more white people would in turn begin talking about it. And all of these people talking about it would then make the government change its course, right? Like, my intention wasn't to scapegoat black men. I didn't realize that that's a possible thing that people would think I was trying to do. My objective was for black men to use their voice, their very powerful voice, their very influential voice, to make white guys be better than they're being. And I guess in hindsight, I should have been more clear about that. I was not trying to militarize black men into a thing. No, like, I just wanted you guys to talk about things that are good and things that are bad. And then maybe white people would do what white people do and appropriate it.
Okay, sir. So now you have clarified what you was really asking for. And I will tell you, even though you gave a clarification on what you was asking, it's still an issue. Let me explain to you why it's an issue. You see, what you don't understand is that black men and black women are done. That's what a lot of you don't understand. We're done. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you've been abused for a very long time and you finally get to your point and say, you know what? I have taken the abuse long enough. I can't no more. I'm done. And you finally leave that abusive relationship. You don't go back to it because you're truly done. And what y'all don't understand is black America is done. We're done. We're not fighting for you or anybody for that matter. I mean, just make sure it's not targeting nobody. Because all this fighting that we've been doing for years, we have neglected our families. We've neglected our children, our community. We've neglected. We've been so neglectful that we haven't even gotten our own politicians who are black in line to make sure they're doing what's right by the black community. We have so much work to do internally in the black community, especially with that black politician and that black preacher. One of the two stumbling blocks of black America. We don't have time to really go engage other people. And that's the thing. When we were doing that, and I'm not saying you, maybe you appreciated it, but others within your general community or the white American community, they never appreciated it. We say, hey, we need reparations in the form of cash payments. Your general community basically says, I don't want to do it. I don't support it. Your politicians in your community don't support it. It don't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. Republicans don't support it and Democrats don't support it. And they're supposed to be our ally, right? The white liberal, supposed to be our ally. They don't even support reparations in the form of cash payments. The Democrats up here go do an anti-Asian hate crime bill. But when black people need something, every time it's black and Asian, black and Latino, black and LGBT. But when it's time for other groups, they just give it to them. When on the FBI stats, sir, every year black Americans lead as victims of hate crimes. Even the same year with the rise of Asian hate crimes, black Americans were still overrepresented and we didn't get a hate crime. See what Joe Biden did at that time? He opened up the eyes of a lot of black people about the Democrat Party and how they're anti-black. You understand? So we have taken a step back. And I understand you seeing things going to hell. I get it. Oh, sir, I get it. The Democrat Party is lost without us. They lost. Have y'all seen that? They're completely lost. They don't know what to do without us. This whole country don't know what to do without us. That's why they trying to get us in the street to fight. Because at least if we're fighting, hey, that's at least pulling something from us. But as a black man, I cannot in good conscience fight for anybody else anymore. I can't do it. And my people aren't being taken care of. Now, if you want to settle things and make things right, then we're asking for simple tangibles. Reparations in the form of cash payments. Look, y'all spent $4 trillion with a T. $4 trillion during the pandemic. Like this. It wasn't a study. It wasn't research. It wasn't anything. It was, oh, we need to spend this money. And you did it. And you know what that showed us? Oh, you can do reparations anytime you get good and ready. See, you have to look at the black men and say, wait a minute, those men in particular, out of all men, have been the most ostracized and harmed men in this country. They don't get paid right for their work. They want to provide homes for their families. Our community is over the banks. We don't give them loans. Even if they do qualify, we're trying to find some little loophole to not give it to them. When they start a business or them and their wives start business, they need business loans. We don't give them that. The SBA try to get loans through them sometime. We don't get that. And all these entities are controlled by people in your community, sir. So we're looking at all the sabotage. We're looking at the history. We're looking at everything. Every time we've helped y'all, let's go all the way back to the Revolutionary War. We helped y'all. And we helped y'all to get off the plantation. What did y'all do? Y'all put us right back on the plantation for helping y'all. Now, the second time around we helped y'all, okay, we got off the plantation. But then after Reconstruction, after 10 years, we were sabotaged again by your community, sir. Then went into the Jim Crow era. That should have never happened because we helped y'all defeat the South in the Civil War. Every time we try to help y'all, we go fight wars, come back home and still being called the N-word, fight wars, and some of our brothers were put in trees, you know what I mean, in a military uniform, sir, fighting for America. Black men have fought in every conflict this country has had, and black men are still not respected, sir. We're still not respected for the sacrifices we made for America, for even building America. And then you want to come to us because you're just a little not comfortable because Donald Trump making things not comfortable for you. And the man hadn't even been in office long and you're not comfortable. And my Lord, the man been in office, about going on 9 months now? And because you just not comfortable in the past 9 months, now you're freaking out? Then I read brothers and sisters was telling them, hey, why don't you get white guys out there to do it? I mean, why are you asking us? And he said, well, the reason why he's asking black people, as he said in the video, is that because we have a voice and we have influence. And we have been using our voice and influence for ourselves. And it's time for us to use our voice and our influence for ourselves. And if we're going to advocate for anything at this stage in the game, it has to be transactional. We need our reparations fees at this point. We got to get our reparations fees. We got to get them payments, man. Listen, y'all pay reparations, man, our relationship will change. I'm telling you, I'm saying, okay, well, man, white America actually show they mean business about making it right. Trust me, black folks don't want to battle with you. We got a whole lot more things to do in our life than battling with you and anybody else in your community. But we cannot just overlook the 400 plus year beef that's been going on. We can't do that. We have been saving y'all ever since you got here. And it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet. We're not going to be holding up America forever. That's not our job, because we never was appreciated for it. We never was put in any kind of position of power. We had our own towns. Listen, towns. And y'all made sure to destroy them. We would say, look, we go in our own towns out of your way. You ran highways through our towns or good neighborhoods and business districts. You eminent domain, a lot of our stuff. Land was stolen from us in the millions of acres of land in this country. This country is big enough for black people to have their own land. And you, in your community, sir, has done everything possible to sabotage the progress of black men. Which call them black men. So why should we go help your community when you haven't even made things right with ours? I mean, it's only fair, right? It's just only fair what I'm talking about. It's just fair. You may say, well, I'm an individual. What can I do? A whole lot. You can go talk to your fellow brethren. You can get some things started. You can get a movement started about reparations in the form of cash payments. If it's not in the form of cash payments, it's not reparations. You understand? That's what you can do. Or the people that think like you, who are in your community, y'all get together and fight for these reparations. Remember, y'all still have a privilege in this country. You can get a lot more done with your voice than I can on reparations. But no, we're not doing nothing, and that's indefinitely. We're not doing anything. We got to focus within first. That's been our problem. We're always fighting for this, fighting for that, fighting for this. And I know it's freaking y'all out that we're not out there doing that. But come on, we're human. We're not perpetual, we're not slaves, we're not machines, we're not any of that. We're human. And we got to worry about ourselves for a change. Other groups coming to this country, they do. You know why some groups get past us? Because they're not fighting all the time. They say agents do so much better. Well, agents ain't fighting everything. Agents not worrying about anything. Agents come in here and they got a goal of getting their bag, getting their education, getting their bag, getting themselves set up. When you're not fighting somebody all the time, you got time to work in your business. You got time to work in your career. You got time to go to school. When you're sitting up here getting beat up all the time, you're out here fighting everything and fighting for other people. That's why other groups can come in this country and get ahead of us. You look at even Africans. Africans say, well, we're doing better than you because you're not fighting anything. And not technically, if you look at 43 million people, definitely not. It's not enough of you. But still, in a lot of instances, when they say that, it's because they're not fighting anything. They're not protesting. They're not dealing with these folks like we're dealing with them. Latinos, too. They say, oh, well, Latinos doing this because they're not fighting anything. They leave that up to us. And then we stay, now we are collectively rich, we are, but individually poor, a lot of us. No, we want to get our bag like the rest of y'all. We want to go to school. We want to open up our businesses. We want to take vacation. We want to have a good time like all other groups. So it's somebody else's turn to go fight now. It's your turn, sir. It's everybody else's turn to go fight. We want to benefit off of somebody else's fight for a change. We didn't put in our part in America. We've done our part, sir. We've done our part. It's time for y'all to step up. We've given you the blueprint. Go look at all the video, read all the books that we ever came out with. You can read my book, my new book, Us versus the Machine, How Anti-Black Racism Was Programmed, Marketed, and Made to Survive. You can go read that in Amazon.com. Get that blueprint and get out there and fight. But we done our part. That's it. Like I said, nothing against you. Your heart may be in the right place, but we just got to give you the education why some of us took issue with that. Okay? So Yeah. I know it's a new day and time for everybody. They're not used to us being this way, but they better get used to it, baby. The civil rights generation, they're not here. And the ones that are still here, they really up in age now. They didn't done their part. They fought in their time period. It's not for them to be fighting anymore. It's not for them to be on the front line anymore. And sometimes being on the front line is actually being in your house. Because sometimes you have to let America implode on itself. And that's sometimes the best medicine. Because see, when it's imploding on itself, they can't attack us. Because they're doing it to themselves. We suffer all the time. So, the food price is high. Yeah, it's been high for black people. Oh, we losing our jobs. We've been losing our jobs. Oh, they taking our cars. We can't pay for it. We all had cars repoed. You be all right. But I had to cancel my vacation to Aruba because of I lost my job. A lot of us never even been to Aruba. You was going every other year to Aruba. You was going cruises and everything. A lot of us ain't done it. Welcome to our world. But y'all have to step up because we done. Because we never got appreciated and never got our reparations. To give us our reparations in the form of cash payments and land and everything else that's owed to us, then maybe we can have a different conversation. But until then, we done.